Now, the matter at hand is one of many shrimp. We call it shrimp gratis because it's shrimp that you don't pay for. A Fweep. We've been Fweeped at. We've been Fweeped at is the thing, but I also want to do a fun little secret. There's a fun little secret that I have to do first, and then, you know, we'll have cleaned up the secret sausage debt. Letters. Lord Ishin, the Tengu will make the rats off. He'll make them vanish. With his clean attitude. There's nothing over there. I've cut your doors open for no particular reason. There will come a time when all is made clear, but until then, what I've done makes absolutely no sense. But what I can tell you for certain is that I have circumvented the Beaky Boy ambush, and I will stab you now like this. I've reduced your number.
Oh, you've got really good spins.
Barely time to drink a beverage with all this going on. Let's get some... Get some flippage going. Okay. I feel like it barely mattered that I was able to deathblow you by that point, because you were basically already dead. Come on, Henry. I know your name's Henry. Do you impress? Ah! I want to do my jumpy... No. Well, I made you fall over. I wanted to do my mid-air death blow that I apparently learned at some point. Wiggly, 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 snoot. No, he stopped. Eel livers. More eel livers. Where you getting these eels, eh? Picking them out of the ground. Pulling them up like radishes. It's weird that they're there. It's weird that you're doing it, even weirder that it's working, to be honest, because they don't live in the earth, typically. I can only assume that you buried there to be retrieved later. The many eels that you have now. Right. Well, we heard the Fweep and must heed it. Just an ordinary boy heeding Fweeps. It's time for Fweep Heedance. You! Your granddad's irrelevant. I'm going to take your ass off. You are talking to a bad man. Is the thing. It would seem the good doctor is talking to a man who wears sandals near a child. Intrigue! Have this sword, you idiot. You small idiot. You're like half my height. It's pretty easy to do that when you're immortal. I gave him a big Fweep, and he is upon you. Please permit me a moment to put this dickhead in the ground. Which will be forever for reasons you are already aware of. Making this something of a futile pursuit, really. But I mean, good on you for having it in you to stand up and face it regardless. Right, you prick. You prick-ass bitch. Let's have this kill you now. I did you a right fuck when we were in the fields. Now my powers are enhanced. And though you may have beaten me, it was only by the fact that it was meant to happen. I'm talking a lot of smack. It was a grab and not an upward jump avoidance situation. I misread the situation. I will appreciate your... Why are you surprised? You know this about me. I thought you did. Did you not? Wasn't it the whole reason you put me in a hole that one time? That was you, right? You're not just some guy who turned up. Do you even work here? Don't touch me. I pressed the button forwards that went swish. Thank you not to pretend otherwise. I did a little Mikiri Fweep, but you didn't acknowledge it, and now I look like an idiot. That time is good, you see? Sometimes he does a little thrust from there as well. He didn't on this occasion. Do you mind? Was there any reason you needed to jump for that? Were you just trying to show off? Nah. You think arrows are important? I say attack. Ice Age 2! To be clear, I'm not necessarily saying attack Ice Age 2. Unless in self-defense. Thrusts again, hey? I can talk to your mother about this! He's not done it again. Because he's confused by my ability to jump. Haha! You've only partially stopped it with one hand. You can't stop me forever. Doing remarkably well given how badly I fucked it up at the offset. Offset? Outset? One of the sets. One of the sets you can get in the Witcher 3 video game of armor. No! I've been a bit of a titty idiot there. Get my pellets out just in case I can prevent. Preventative measures. Worldly pleasures. You thought I wouldn't know. I'm the best king of Scunderland you've ever met. That time you did a thrust. I keep an eye out whenever it happens, because I'm not thick like you think I am. I've done this multiple times and I'm ready for all of you. What? There's nothing separating this from Philip Tuesday. It's the Tuesday when all Philips are free! Ah! I feel like that was unfair to me there, because I did block. I swear I did. For a moment, because I only look at his health bar out the corner of my eye every now and then, because I've got to do my parries quite good. I read it as George Ashiner. It was a little friendly grab again as well. But I have another one. I still stand. He's a small boy who is good. I don't really need more reason than that. You're kidnapping children, I'd rather you didn't. I don't feel like standing against you requires much explanation at this point. You want his blood, for crying out loud. That's weird. It's weird that you would do this. Why are you acting like it's perfectly understandable? I don't care how at war you are, and how many dragons you've kissed, or whatever the fuck the plot is. I'm gonna stab you until you stop robbing me of little men out of your hat. The little men came out of your hat, and yet you're robbing me of them. Why did you give them to me if you just wanted to steal them? At this point, you're just doing it for the fuck of it, aren't you? Oh, bloody hell! While I was mouthing off, you died. What is the secret to your branch of Chipotle, eh? That's what this has all been about, if you'd just told me. Son, I just kicked the shit out of you. You are clearly not worthy. And again, you've been kidnapping children. I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this country die. Wow, I wasn't even consciously building up to that. That was just a remarkable lightning as well. It's divine providence, really. The divine providence of the lightning friend has led us to Monsters Inc. references, and I, for one, am delighted. Whoa! Sorry, I wasn't paying as much attention as I should probably. It's fine. There's a long tail on that, frankly. Thankfully, I meant to say, but frankly as well, because I'm being perfectly candid with you. Get Scotch eggs! Scotch eggs! Scotch eggs away! Oh, it didn't even. You thought your arms were longer than they were, and I am thoroughly grateful for that, frankly. And that was a correct use of... Oh, that's a jumpy, not a grab. I was fine all along. That's my use of lightning thwips again, you see? That's how you do it. It's kind of a harrowing thing to use, because it's not always apparent that it's worked initially. This apparently a lot of people had trouble with. I actually think it's easier than his first phase in a lot of ways. Stab! I've shinobi executioned you. That's what you get for using lightning that I was fully prepared for. Swore vengeance on you. Blood smoke ninjutsu. Yes. This is the point of the vaulting over behind people. It's because these only activate on a backstab, so you can do fun smoke. Oh. They use your spirit emblems. And they're good for being a ninja with. Was not aware that this is how you learned it, but there we go. We've all learned something. And I would hope we learn something again on the next episode of Doctor Who. Or whatever happens after this. Would you mind explaining what's going on? Exclamation! Ah, your boy can be not dead, like in the way that we don't as well, because of the wet powers that he drank.
この国は俺のすべてだ。そのためなら俺は
Is my arm burned or just sooty? You'll never know.
人間をやめよ
My eye's quite red.
う。死人帰りか。
Yep. I'm gonna go with burned, because of the lightning and whatnot, you see.
さ
Yeet! Damn you, Zeus, you're always letting my enemies get away. Hate when he does that. It is frankly a dick move. Well, I'm going to just redeem all of my tokens, and then we'll have a conversation about what I just witnessed there. Because frankly, I was born a peasant, and I died a pheasant. I learned all of the lightning so that I could save my country. Patriotism often compels people to kidnap children. I wish I could say that that was a joke or even an exaggeration, but it's just a literal description of actual events that have happened. Events that are currently happening. I should point out. Well, we've got Pointy Swish, so that makes up for the crimes. Christ. Got a Genshiro remnant. Now! Quickly, get us off this topic before I get depressed.
ようやく主の命を果たすことができました。礼を言います。
お主は一体誰に仕えている。
アシナ一心。私は一心様に。
You serve the person who rules this entire place?
助けを命じる。
That is surprising for some reason.
流因の力を望んではおられません。
He just wants to do normal war.
苦労様を。
アシナより逃がそうとした。
はい。
井戸底への踏み。あれもお主か。
その
Well, I am, I think, the only woman in this game.
私の任はこれまで。あなたにはまず会うべきお方がいるはずです。苦労様は。
Tell a lie, there is one other that I remember. But she is a ghost. So I don't know. I don't know. It's the boy! He is small. Hello. I crouch.
に参上いたしました。我が主。
よく来てくれた。
参りましょう。アシナを脱さねばなりません。
I wish to flee.
我が血は
I do not.
流因は人を死なぬようにする。そなたもそうだな。
You may have noticed you can't
私は
die.
そなたを救いたかった。時を戻せたとて、きっと同じことをするだろう。だがな、死なぬというのはよどみを生む。不死のちぎりも落ち水も流害も皆そうだ。人としての生き方を歪めてしまう。私は流因の不死が生むよどみの連鎖を断ち切りたい。
What could that possibly mean?
それを手伝ってはくれぬか。
父よ、鉄の掟を破ることなどできぬ。
Can't break the iron, Kate won't let you choose the top one.
できません。
I have to protect.
お守りすること。 せられし掟なれば。
そなたは私を救うため幾度死
He's
に
doing me a crouch.
して蘇ってくれた。二度か三度か
He's a humble bean.
数えきれぬほどなのか。
巫女様を
I don't know, ask Sans Undertale.
幾度でも。
そなたを
He does tend to keep track.
永劫の任に縛りたくはないのだ。狼よ、共に不死立ちをなしてくれ。
He wants to do the world a help.
御意。
ありがとう、狼よ。
You big borfo. Look at him. The Grim Borfsman. Right, let's activate this, just so that there's a reason for him to have stood up, because we do need to keep talking to our friend. Any other secrets?
不死立ちについてだが、根拠のない話ではないのだ。狼よ、
Poundland.
これを
I know, I was surprised too. The literal immortal severance text. Everything I was saying was actual terminology. I read about it in this book. Beyond the fountains, find it and drink the dragon.
このアシナの城に残されていた古い記録だ。
宣教の神なる竜の名。
Sounds simple enough.
ああ、その竜の
I believe I have some of those.
おそらく我が竜院を断つことができる。
しかし、宣教とは一体。
狼よ、そこにある香炉を見てくれ。とあるお方がお持ちだったものだ。
Do you notice how it is there? And has a large thimble in it.
この香炉は。
かつてこのアシナの城には私とは別の竜院の巫女が暮らされていたと聞く。巫女の名はタケル様。この香炉はその方にゆかりのものだ。
そのお方は今は。
亡くなられて久しいようだ。源の好機まといて宣教へ帰る、そう言い残されたとか。
つまり源の好機、それが宣教に行き着く。
I'm not sure how you got that from what I said, but I guess it works.
狼よ、まずはそれを解き明かそう。
I want to find out the mysteries of aromatherapy and stop everyone from falling over and tripping up. Kneel on your mat.
いかにして調べるか。この城にはタケル様が残された書物がある。
I'm going to do a big read to discover the secrets.
私はそちらを
We must also, however, find something for you to do in the meantime.
のみでなく、不死立ち、それ自体についても探っては。
Isn't that why we're going to the Divine Realm?
あのお方
We know how to...
何かご存知やもしれぬ。狼、こちらじゃ。
I don't know. I don't know, maybe it means different words. Maybe everything means different words when you say it the second time.
一心様はこの天守の外、離れの櫓で静養されておいでだ。
Ho ho!
その離れは閉ざされている。
It's not.
お加減がな。
入る術は。
It's just obscured by some
ヨ
idiots.
タカの衆が通う道がある。忍びが使う道だが、そなたならばたどれるのではないか。
Since you are one,
ヨタカの衆は目印にのろしを使うと。
a nice man gave me some paper that said it.
ヨタカののろしをたどれば、一心様の離れまで行けるだろう。こちらの開き窓から屋根上に出られるぞ。
Roof. Thing is, friends, we've been there once already. We found a note that the gentleman wrote. It's really just a question of smoky smoke and jumpy jumps. Gotta do jumps if you want flumps. There's no other way to get 'em. Wah! Hello, sir. You're suddenly here, I see.
巫女様の命にておう伺いたいことがその前に
You're not going to explain who you are and why you came here?
褒美にとっとけ
Have a drink, you idiot.
落ち水に見入られた我が孫源一郎よくあれを止めてくれた礼を言うぞ我が父の掟に従ったまで忍びの掟かなるほど
The Hoot Boy.
のせがれかあの国取り戦で拾われたわらしよな
Yes, he threatened me with a sword and now he is my dad. That's how it works.
人の絵にしてはつくづく面白いそうは思わぬかの赤色よ
What?
あなたはして
Snoot!
何を知りたい
You have Snoot, sir. He's the secret Snoot boy of all time. He's meant to be sick. He's going out getting it all done himself.
巫女様の目指す不死立ちその鍵となるものを不思議
He wants to keep doing a fight.
ならばあるいは鍵となるやもしれん
So there is a separate sword that we didn't know about.
尋常な術では死なぬ者すら殺すそれゆえに
Indeed.
死なぬ者とは虫つきとか言ったかのわしも見たことはないが真の像を貫こうが首を落とそうが死なぬというぞまことであれば
I don't know, the one we've met's quite helpful.
そういった化け物すら殺す
Oi!
それが不思議りよ不思議り
Where can I have the crime warrior?
にあると聞く
Sempo Tempo.
不思議りは抜けぬというぞ抜けぬとはただそう伝わっておるの
It's an original blade, do not steal.
だが今やあの寺は
If you don't get the original artist's permission.
生草どもめお山にこもり何をしておるかは知らぬがまともな道などつながっておらぬ
There's no swords leading to swords? Roads? Don't get those two confused.
あの城の外れにある
You ever tried driving across a sword?
その奥の水路を抜ければ行き着く
It is at best very unnecessary. Now here's something fun you can do.
これをお主わしのやった酒をわしに飲めというのか気に入った
He's like, I like the cut of your jib, sunshine. That's fun. I like that.
やはりこれじゃ時にお主源一郎はどうじゃったどうと刃を交えたのじゃろうただ強かったそして異様な技をほう
Yeah, the lightning was a bit fucking odd, wouldn't it?
雷とは一体それはの源一郎の死の技じゃなかなかに面白かったであろう死とは
I mean, it was certainly pretty impressive to look at, but incredibly easy to counter.
使い手はそうはおらぬ
You just have to have looked at a scroll first.
あの女は戦うあやつの瞳を覗いておると
We are actually in the market for one of her techniques that we want.
見惚れて切られそうになるなど この一心長く生きたがあのひとたびのみじゃ。
Well, we've got everything we need.
行くか、赤炉。
I've got to go do all the things.
それもまた戦よ。そして戦では関わる者の願いやら企てやらが渦を巻きおる。迷えばその渦に飲まれ戦に敗れる。そうじゃ。
I see you've read my memoir.
赤炉よ。迷えば敗れる。
Retreat and you will grow old. I don't have that anymore. I gave it to the man who gave it to me and he found it funny.